Hi everyone. I'm back here with a very quick video, just to talk about a career path that I think people often overlook in STEM, and that is technical writing. So today I'm going to go over a little bit about that, what it is, what are some skills you need, and what types of things you do with technical writing. So technical writing, what is it? If you've not heard of it before, um, the definition I got from Indeed.com, which is a popular job search website, is it's a form of communication that professionals use to convey information about specialized topics. All right. And usually those topics involve things related to science, technology, math, engineering, but the whole STEM spectrum. And when you're doing technical writing, you need to be able to accurately explain and express often complicated topics to a variety of audiences. And that includes readers or people who don't have a technical background. So you really need to be able to be good at breaking down complex topics into simple expressions that a wide variety of people can understand. Okay, so that's what technical writing is. What are some different forms of technical writing? So, not all technical writing jobs look the same. So, you might find yourself as a technical writer doing things like writing articles, like magazine articles and blog posts. I've done some of that, writing blog posts and things. Um, you might also do how-to guides and user manuals. So maybe if you have some software that you're building, you need to write a manual for your end user so they know how to use it. And that might also include like tutorials and things like that. Wikis, like there's Wikipedia, but you can also get software to make wikis for your own project or company. And you might find yourself writing articles or sections for a wiki. For instance, uh, in a company I worked for, there was a company wiki for the software developers and testers and things like that. So I ended up doing a lot of writing for that. If you have a project or a game, you might make a wiki for your project. And there are game engines and software development tools that have their own wikis with tutorials and information and whatnot. You might write white papers, which are basically topic papers that explain a topic and the writer's position on the topic. They might suggest doing something in response to the topic or, something like that. Product guides and press releases. So again, if you're releasing some sort of a product, you might want to write the technical details in a press release for the general public to read. Textbooks and educational material. That might also include e-learning or online courses. If you are looking for funding for a project or a scientific study, you might have to write a funding or project proposal. And this happens a lot if you're working for a company that's requesting money from the government or an agency to fund a particular project. You need money, but you need to justify why. Like, what is your project? What are you researching? Why is it important? And what are the expected outcomes? So you have to explain all of that to people who are possibly going to give you money. And then an area that I do a lot, software design documents and other documentation for software projects. So that could be for other developers who are working on your project or yourself. You have a document that tells you what the software is, what it's supposed to do, what it looks like. And you might not have just technical people reading it. For instance, when I worked for the government, or for a government client, I wrote a software design document that was not just for the developers, but it also was for the government client, for the non-technical team, so that everybody knew exactly what we were building. Okay, so you can see that technical writing covers a broad variety of areas. All right. So some of the relevant skills that you need to be able to write, be able to have a clear structure, be grammatically correct and understandable. You need general communication skills. You need to be able to research. You might need specific technical skills for the topic or area that you're working in. Like if you're doing a research project, you need the scientific skills for that particular discipline. You also want to have computer literacy, particularly being able to use word processing applications such as Microsoft Word, but also maybe graphic design and internet skills so you can write blog posts and things. And also the ability to seek, accept, and implement feedback, because that's how you're going to get better, because you're not going to really know if people understand or value what you're writing until you get feedback from them. Okay. The last thing I want to say is technical writing isn't always a separate career. So, for what I mean by that, for example, is that most of the software development teams that I've worked on, they don't hire a separate technical writer. Somebody within the company or the team does that, or unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't get done at all. So you might have software projects that uh, don't have any good documentation, and I think software development is a place in particular where writing skills, technical writing skills, are very valuable and very rare for developers to have. So if you can build your technical writing skills, I think you're opening a lot of doors for yourself. Um, Scientists, again, if they're doing proposals, a lot of times they don't hire someone to write a separate proposal. They might do it themselves. And then, if you are presenting your own research or product in a paper or a magazine, you might not necessarily want to hire a specialized technical writer. You might not have the budget or whatever the case may be, so you might need to do it yourself. So, technical writing isn't always like a separate, specialized career role that people get into. In many cases, it is a part of a skill set for another STEM uh, career path. Okay, so if you want to know more about technical writing jobs, I would suggest like searching for somewhere near like um, Indeed.com, and just see what sorts of jobs are out there. Okay. All right. And then you can see what some of the skills are, skill requirements, and what the pay is, and that sort of thing. Okay. So that is technical writing. I just wanted to share that with you today. Thanks and have a great day.